We can go on and on with California Fool's Gold, but soft gold has entered the chart. Sea otter hunting. And this portrait of an Alouan hunter was created in 1816 by Louis Chorice. Official artist on Russia's exhibition was commissioned to locate direct sea routes for supplying Russian trade outposts in Alaska and California. And you can see here the artist's description here. The Aleut hunters, the first kayakers in these waters, were hunters brought to California from the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. In early 19th century, Native American Aleuts forced to hunt under the banner of the Russian-American company harpooned sea otters all along the west coast here in North America, including here in Santa Barbara Channel. Russian ships transported the Aleuts and the kayaks to the Channel Islands, where they served as base camp for hunting. In the hands of the excellent riders, they were so speedy that birds could not outrun them. Competition for valuable otter pelts was fierce, and clashes between the Aleut and the native people in this region had dire consequences. In 1811, Aleuts killed as many of the Nicoleño and indigenous people of the San Nicolas Islands. Repeatedly, in a dispute over hunting rights, the Aleuts also clashed with the local Chumash people hunting otters for their Spanish. Tools of the trade, homie. And you see it there. The Aleut's kayak, also known as the Russian name for Baydarka, was made of light driftwood frame covered with stretched seal hide. Two blade paddles provided maneuverability and hunting. Weapons were lashed to the top of the kayak, ready when needed, and hunters wore wooden visors decorated with the sea lions to shade their eyes from the glare, and long waterproof garments and held tied down to the hatch to keep water out of the kayaks. And you can see it there. The waterproof garments as well, entering the chat here, were made from strips of sea mammal intestines and sewn together. Wow. Sea otter fur was the most highly prized fur in the Chinese trade, homie, allowed to be worn only by individuals of the highest rank. Hunted to the brink. Beginning in the 1740s, decades of relentless slaughter killed tens of thousands of sea otters and drove the population to the very brink of extinction. Otter populations have increased under the protection, but their numbers are still only a fraction of their historic populations. On the tira, these price pelts, luxuriously soft and dense. Sea otter pelts were soft gold. Demanded for otter pelts led to mass harvesting up and down the coast of North America. British and American ship captains joined the lucrative fur trade, and either buying up pelts or hiring hunters to protect them. In 1875, British ship Sea Otter Nuka Chief Makina and over Vancouver Island, Canada, acquired more than 500 sea otter pelts in this region and became a prime trade visitor area by the British and American vessels. And this here is the California sea otter. Aw, too bad he was being hunted on the tira. And this is the flag of the Russian-American company. Ahmed Belloso here on the Pacific, to be specific, homie.